Good morning, my name is Maria Alvera and I'll be informing you on the Mughal dynasty. My question for you is why learn about the Mughal dynasty? First of all, I think it's a really interesting culture that isn't often taught, and they're also an emerging economy. They're really coming up in the world. I'll start with some general information just about the time period. The Mughals came from Afghanistan. They spoke Turkish, had great military, centralized the government. They were very wealthy and were very good at architecture. And they were conquered by the British in the 1800s. Secondly, the politics was really what kept the Mughals together. They had capitals at Agra and Delhi, which I'll show pictures of later. They had a large bureaucracy. They collected lots of taxes and managed local regions like provinces. And the Muslim Islamic sultans would rule absolutely, meaning there was one monarch and they generally enforced very harsh taxes. They also were very influenced with war and with expanding India. I'll show you a picture later of the actual boundaries, but it was bigger than what is now today India. So as a result of that, there was constant warfare in India. They were also very tolerant. They tolerated Hinduism and Buddhism and Sikhism, which were the three major religions in India. This tolerant behavior, I guess, contributed to the success of the country. There were four great Mughal emperors. First there was Babur, 1526 to 1530, and he was the founder of the empire. There's Akbar the Great, Shah Jahan, the master builder, and Aurangzeb the intolerant. I'm just going to talk about Babur and Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan defeated the Delhi Sultanate, which was the dynasty before the Mughals, and he was the direct descendant of Genghis Khan and Tamerlane, who were historically very successful war heroes. His advancements were in gunpowder, cannons, a skilled commander, and his soldiers were very well trained on horseback. He also moved the capital to Agra, and the way he took over India was he took control of the Rajputs and then he centralized India. That's a picture of him. You can see the Taj Mahal in the background, and he was a very studious man. He was tolerant of many religions. That picture just kind of summarizes everything. Shah Jahan was another ruler who was very important, and he led to a lot of successes in India. He ruled from 1627 to 1658. The big thing that he did was he allowed foreign traders into India, and trade increased considerably then. Usually they didn't allow foreign traders, they just allowed Indian ones, so that was a big advancement, and they got to connect with the Mediterranean trade, the Indian Ocean trade, and the Silk Road. He also expanded the empire with wars, and he built the Taj Mahal and the Peacock Throne. Unfortunately, his excessive taxes and abuse of slaves led to the impoverished, angry nation, although it did result in the Taj Mahal and other beautiful architectural feats. His art and architecture really improved during that time, but it improved during the entire Mughal dynasty because of the wealthy economy, and they had plenty of extra time. These are a lot of pictures of art. Right here they had textiles and engravings on their buildings. And this is another picture of a building. And this is the building that Shah Jahan built, just one of his many, but it's a really impressive one, and there's lots of tourists that come in through today. There's also the Agra Fort, which is also called the Red Fort. So to summarize, India had a really great time during the Mughal dynasty. All of the aspects of India were blended into one culture, and they had a centralized government, they had expanded their trade routes, and they left an architectural legacy. Thank you for listening.